Ravi was just 20 years old, but life had already taught him more than most people twice his age. Every morning, before the sun peeked over the rooftops of his small town, Ravi would load his wooden cart with fresh vegetables, bright red tomatoes, crisp green beans, shiny eggplants, and bunches of coriander that still smelled of the earth. The cart wasn't just his source of income. It was his legacy. His father, once the proudest vegetable seller in the market, had fallen ill a year ago. With a younger sister still in school and medical bills piling up, Ravi had no choice but to drop out of college and take his father's place. At first, the market was cruel. The other vendors saw him as a boy playing a man's game. Customers ignored him, thinking he lacked experience. Some even tried to cheat him. But Ravi didn't give up. Instead, he started doing something no one else did. He told stories. As he handed over potatoes and peppers, he'd say, "These carrots? Fresh from a farm where the farmer sings to his crops, swears it makes them sweeter." Or he'd grin and say, "These onions are so strong they made a grown man cry while just looking at them." Kids loved him. Old ladies chuckled. And slowly, his customer base grew, not just because of his jokes, but because his vegetables really were fresher, hand-picked before dawn from farms he visited personally. But then came the storm. One night, rain lashed the town like a curse. Trees fell, the market roof collapsed, and Ravi's cart, his precious cart, was smashed into firewood by a falling electric pole. When he arrived the next morning, soaked and shivering, he stood in silence, staring at the wreckage. People watched, expecting him to cry or curse. But he didn't. He simply picked up a broken wheel, looked at it thoughtfully, and said, "Well, guess this one's retiring early." That day, he didn't sell vegetables. He handed them out for free. "Take what you need," he told everyone. "Can't sell from a cart that's gone, can I?" Word spread fast. A man who had once ignored him dropped off an old pushcart the next morning. A woman who once haggled over onions brought him fresh paint. His old college professor even came by with a signboard that read, "Ravi's Veggie Tales, fresh stories, fresher produce." Within a week, Ravi had a new cart, brighter and sturdier than before. His stall became the heart of the market. Tourists started visiting just to hear the vegetable boy spin his tales. A local newspaper even did a piece on him titled, "The Boy Who Grew Hope." Ravi never returned to college. He didn't need to. Instead, he built a business, then a community, and finally, a small chain of vegetable carts run by students and young people who, like him, had been knocked down but refused to stay there. And every evening, as he closed up, Ravi would smile, look at the sunset, and whisper, "All this, from a bunch of tomatoes and a broken wheel."